I'm just kidding. So I had to get out, man. You know, dang it, I had to get out. Couldn't stand being inside anymore. So I mean, besides the planes and the idiot like really far away using the leaf blower, because just to kind of give you an idea, I live straight this way, like right this way, but it's a huge hill, like almost a big cliff that falls off the side that you can't climb up. I've walked all around it. There's nowhere to get up it. You've got to walk all the way around, all the way to the back side, and then come in through all this thick stuff that you basically just got to kind of swim through it to get to it. Anyways, that's why you can hear those guys up there, because my complex is just not far that way, but this is so thick that literally no one can see anything I do down here. So it's kind of a cool little spot. This is where I hang my hammock and stuff. Anyways, I wanted to get out, and I kind of had a couple of things that I wanted to do, but it's just been really fun. I've actually been walking around for a while. And like I was saying, besides you hearing the guy on the leaf blower, it's unbelievable how calm and quiet the woods are after you've had a heavy rain. You know, the smell is one of my favorite smells, and everything is so still. You know, it's like everyone's kind of taking their time getting back to going. There's been a couple of crazy limb rats or squirrels that have been running around up here, but other than that, I mean, you know, this little patch of woods has been dead, and that's normally not the case. There's normally birds everywhere. This is a pretty dense habitat for most animals that don't really have anything like this here. But enough talking. I've got a couple of things on the docket today that I want to do, and dadgummit, I left one of the things I wanted to do at home. Dang it. Oh well. So I've got a new little thing that I haven't used yet, that I got from my buddy George Wells Jr. up at the gathering. He just walked up and gave it to me, and I want to show you that. But there's a couple of things I've got to do out here to make it work. Like there's a sapling that I see right here that I want to take to make it work. So and the other thing that I for sure is wanting to do, here come the birds and the airplane, the man-made birds. The other thing that I wanted to do was go over the 2 new steels that I got from Wilder Forge. I got like an English style steel from him, you know, just a curved one, and then I got what he calls his multi-tool steel, or multi-steel, I think, and I left them. I sure did. I left them at home, and I'm not going to go back and get them. So anyways, I will bring you along right over here. Well, what I wanted to do was cut short a little bit by the rain. So I threw up my, I was working on my hammock. Okay, well here, let me just go. I was working on my hammock, and I had got it put up and was getting ready to head over there and show you what I was wanting to work on today, and it dumped on me. So I got this up as quick as I could, and I got my bag and all that underneath here and had it sitting in the hammock, and it's stopped for now. So if I need to, I can just move all this back under here real quick. But do this up real quick. I just ran a ridge line, and then to just give me some clearance, I ran a tie out to this tree and then just left it at that, and was hanging out underneath here, and this was hanging down actually and dripping water. And once it died down, I went ahead and souped it up a little bit, pulled it a little tighter, and adjusted it better over my hammock, and then pulled this side out and then staked those two corners down. So kind of have a lean-to slash, I don't know, but it's cool because I was wanting to see if this tarp was big enough for this hammock, and it's not quite long enough. My back end's hanging out a little back there, but from what it looks like, it, you know, I'll check the forecast and all that, the percentage is kind of dropped down, and that little cell that moved over is out of the area. So I don't know. You just gotta go with it. But let me show you what I was wanting to work on, and I'll go move the camera around and all that stuff. I need to cool off. I was humping it there, like I was moving with the purpose. I mean, it was coming down pretty good. But you know, I figured it might rain today, and I was fine with that. I brought out the stuff that I needed. So anyways, let me move this stuff around and I'll show you what we're wanting to do, okay? Man, I'm about ready to blow up every leaf blower there is in this city. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like they don't want me to be out here. So what I'm wanting to do is we're gonna need this sapling right here. Now this is a live sapling, but what I'm planning on doing, I'm planning on taking back with me and keeping it. So I'm not gonna be putting this to waste. And where I am, I've got the smallest sapling here, a bigger one than this one here, and a one that's about this big right behind me. So from what I've learned, if you're going to take a sapling, make sure there's ones around it, and you want to take the one that isn't the smallest but isn't the biggest. You want to take the in between, because that's going to give the smallest one a chance to grow, the biggest one to get to be a full-size tree. And so we're going to take this one right here, and all I've got is my Baca with me. It's not that big, and I'll just try to take it as close down to the bottom as I can. So all right, let me knock some of this stuff off, and I'll get right back to you. All right, so the reason why I was wanting this section was because I have a new little gadget, some bank line. I have got a seat. This is from the Hidden Woodsman, Malcolm Cordair, and it was given to me by George Wells Jr. He had an extra one and was like, man, I saw you got some Hidden Woodsman stuff, and you know, here, take it. So I'm going to make a little tripod that fits in these little pockets. And what he's done, let me see if I can get a close-up for you. What he's done is he has reinforced the inside with this heavy-duty webbing. Isn't that cool? Alright, so now that I've got my sections cut, this one's a little bit bigger than the other ones, but I think it'll work if I lash it right. Now I'm going to chamfer these edges up at the top. It's really important that whatever's going to be going into that pocket is not sharp, because you don't want it to poke through. So let me do that, and while I'm doing that, I guess we could talk a little bit. I don't know. It hasn't rained anymore, you know, so that's good. And the leaf blowers finally stopped, so that's good. Figured if I just round this off like I would a bow drill spindle, it'd be pretty good, won't it? No sharp edges. Sweet, let's check it. That'll work just fine. You know, the more of this stuff that I do, the more I realize that all of this is about having fun, you know? And I'm not some figurehead, and I'm not anybody special, you know? I just do this because it's relaxing. It keeps me from having stress, and it's just fun. And if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. And that's one thing that anybody that knows me, that has hung out with me in person and, you know, spent time with me, they realize that that's all I want to do is have fun, you know? And sometimes that's not good. Sometimes you need to be serious with stuff. And I'm serious with plenty of things, you know? But with this stuff, it gets to me, you know? I can get real serious about it, especially when I feel that, you know, I'm being, I guess, not attacked, because I don't ever feel like I'm attacked in all this stuff. And that's kind of cool, isn't it? It's almost like a walking cane. But, you know, I don't ever feel like I'm attacked, per se. I don't ever feel like I'm, you know, bullied or anything. I don't want that, you know, I don't want that to come across, but I'm really passionate about this stuff, you know? I really, really do care that I represent all this well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I really care that I am showing others that may be new to this, like I still am, that, you know, you need to have fun doing it, and that's all that matters, is having fun, you know. And I really do care about that. I really do care about the image of the community and my involvement in it. And I know that's out of my control to some extent. I know that it's not my job to be that or whatever, but I want people to have as much fun doing this as what I do. And if that means I speak up and speak my opinion on something, it might not be right, but at least I didn't keep my mouth shut and let something go on that I didn't believe in. Does that make sense? Like, I'm a very passionate person about everything. You know, I can be passionate about this stick if I spend enough time with it. And that's a flaw of mine, you know, that I have to work on. But, you know, I just don't want I just want everyone to get along, man. You know, I want everyone to have fun. I want everyone to hang out and see each other and spend time and share a fire and just all that good stuff. You know, so you can't blame me if I care about that, right? Anyways, I don't know. Just certain things go through your head when you're out doing this stuff. It doesn't it? Man, this is a weird one. How come more people don't use chest lever grips? You know, I hardly ever see people. And it's super effective. Like, you can really shape stuff very well. You know, I want to see more chest lever. That's one of my favorite knife positions, I guess, techniques. Chest lever. This is kind of out of the ordinary for me, you know. Just standing here talking. But I enjoy it. I enjoy when other people do it. So, looks good to me. Let's check it. Alright, let's lash it up. All I'm going to do to lash this is use my bank line. Wipe my face off. Oh, it's gotten humid. That last little bit of rain. Gonna use this bank line that I have. It's just a wad of bank line that was in my pack, and what better way to put it to use than with this. And all I'm going to do, so that I don't have a knot in this, is just do, I forget what it's called, but you basically just put twist in it, you know, wrap it around there and it'll bind on itself. So let me fool around with this. I don't want to keep just filming 100 minutes and not get anywhere. All right, guys, so I've been fooling around with it for a little bit. It takes a little bit of adjusting. You know, I'm used to building a big tripod, lashing it really tight, and then flipping the center over. With this, you don't want it to be that tight because you want it to spread out, and then your weight pushing down on it will tighten it up. Does that kind of make sense? But moment of truth, let's give it a shot and see. I won't know until I sit on it, right? And the other thing that I was trying to do was make sure that each leg was kind of in the center of the pockets, because I didn't want it to strain more on one side than the other. So see, this one's here in the center, this one's there in the center. All right, let's try it out. Isn't that cool? Oh. This side's a little cattywampus. Let's try it right there. That is super cool. It doesn't help that this is soft ground too, you know. So a lot of it is just the ground that you're working with, you know. Just takes some practice, I guess. Just like anything else. I probably could make the lashing a lot tighter, but George was telling me that you don't want it too tight because then it won't spread out. So I don't know. It's a good thing about this is I can redo it. I didn't tie any knots, so. But I just wanted to bring you along today, guys, and show you, you know, this cool little thing. I was planning on showing you the new strikers that I got, but I left those dang things at home, so we'll have to do that another time. But ended up getting a little bit more than I bargained for at the rain and getting to set up a tarp, so that was fun, but had a good time. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I had a lot of fun, and I'll try to put out some more here soon. Have a good one.